the Real Estate You podcast with Lettiann.
Hey there, Lettiann here. Welcome back to Real Estate You with Lettiann. And I have the pleasure of having Derrick Foster on our show today. Hello, Derrick.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Derrick is chef and owner of Mother Clucker Restaurant right here in the Kansas City Metropolitan area. Derrick, when did you fall in love with cooking? What grew your passion for cooking and the culinary industry?
I fell in love with cooking just watching my grandma cooking in the kitchen. She was always in the kitchen cooking, and the aroma of, like roasts and stuff like that coming into the living room while I was watching TV, it caught my attention at a very, very early age. So she is the reason why I fell in love with cooking. What's
the favorite dish that Grandma made that you remember to this day?
This her slow roast with candied carrots is still my favorite dish that she made.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Is she still with us?
Yeah. No, she's not. She passed in 2002.
If she could only see you with all the barbecue stuff that you do and all the roasting and the smoking and you're doing some crazy awesome things, Derrick, with,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, on all different types of platforms, but let's start with, then you went to culinary school. So where did you go to culinary school?
I went to the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, New York.
Awesome. What a great experience, right? They have a great reputation as well. Now, let's fast forward to your business, Mother Clucker, Mother Clucker, and your wife, Kylie, named the business. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And the featured dish at Mother Clucker is Nashville hot chicken.
Yes.
Just fast forwarding to Nashville hot chicken, out of all from the slow roast when you were a child to those candied carrots to culinary school, why did you put all your chips in the Nashville hot chicken basket?
Because it's the best food there is, and I fell in love with Nashville hot chicken going to Nashville. And Kansas City not having Nashville hot chicken readily available, it was an untapped market that I decided to tap into. And I'm a big fried chicken fan. And fried chicken's my favorite food. But when you add the Nashville heat to it by dunking it into the hot oil and then redusting it with the spices, it's just another level.
It is so good. So Derrick and I met actually during the stay-at-home order, during the pandemic. We met through social media, and then we had a Zoom call, and he was telling me about Nashville hot chicken. I had no clue of what it was. Derrick, then you started making Nashville hot chicken Mother Clucker home kits because your restaurant was closed, and I scored and purchased several of those. I almost fell over. I made it. I watched your step-by-step YouTube video that went along with your kit because we couldn't go to the restaurant to get the Nashville hot chicken, and I had never had it. So the first time I had it, I made it myself, and I knocked it out of the park, if I do say so myself. And oh my gosh, my husband and I were blown away. We'd never had it. And oh my gosh, the spices and the flavors explode. And the chicken is not greasy if you follow the steps, but remember the last time I saw you, I'm like, I haven't been able to get to the restaurant recently, so can you bring me another kit? I know you're not making them anymore, but my word, it is so good. So if anyone's watching right now, let us know. Have you had Nashville hot chicken? And have you been to Mother Clucker right here in Kansas City? So I'm just curious how many people out there have enjoyed Nashville hot chicken. I'm a huge fan now. Derrick, your restaurant is in downtown Kansas City. They can find you at Parlor presently. And you may have another location opening soon. Tell us, I know you're wanting to expand your business, and we're going to talk about some franchise opportunities for those watching, even those out of state. So you had told me, Derrick, that out of the 50 states. You have 26 license permits for franchises in 26 other states other than Missouri, because presently you're in Missouri. And I know you're looking to expand in Kansas. So tell us about that journey.
Yes. So we're looking to tackle the Midwest first. So Kansas, Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas too. We've talked to some people in Texas that have shown interest. Somebody in California wanted to do it too. Like we could do that too. That's not one of the states that we're licensed in, but we can get the licensing for it. But we wanted to start around the Midwest first.
So what does it take to, and I love the idea that you're selling franchises. I mean, that's essentially what it is. Who's a good candidate if someone's watching today who might be interested, who they've always wanted to open a restaurant, but if they purchase a franchise from you, like Mother Clucker, and I'm hopeful that they would be in love with the chicken as well, you have, your process is already down pat, right? So it's pretty turnkey. Tell us a little bit about that, Derrick.
Yes. So we have everything corporatized as far as if you haven't had any experience in running a restaurant and you still want to own one, we offer management fees so we can manage your store for you. And basically what that would require is us sending out a team to hire your manager and to check up on the place and make sure everything's running smoothly. So if an athlete or somebody that's never been in the business wanted to still own the business, that they could still do that. Also, we're offering a $5,000 discount to veterans, me being a veteran. I think that's a good thing to help veterans invest their money. As well as people that already own franchises, like let's say they own Subways or Little Caesars and they want to get into something else, they're a good candidate. Anybody can be a good candidate. And the startup costs are pretty low too. It's not anything extravagant. So 30K can get you all of what we do. Which means like the recipes and all that stuff. We get our spices done in bulk already through a big company, the same company that does some of the other corporate businesses stuff, and they can deliver anywhere in the world, and you can pull it from any of their holding spots.
And the spices are incredible. I still have from that. At home kit. Anyway, we still sprinkle those spices on other things as well, since I'm out of the other ingredients. I just need to get back to the restaurant and enjoy it. But it was really fun to make it at home as well. So I appreciate the opportunity. And now you've probably gained several more fans by doing the at-home kits during the stay-at-home order.
Yes, that home kit's opened my eyes to how many people love the hot chicken. We had people in Pennsylvania. I think I sent some to Hawaii at some point. So it is a wide range of people that were asking for it. Sent a couple kits to Canada as well.
That's awesome. So if any of you watching are interested in purchasing a turnkey franchise with some amazing Nashville hot chicken, please reach out to Derrick. His website is mothercluckerofficial.com, mothercluckerofficial.com. And I want to thank you for your service as well, Derrick.
Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate veterans. And as we're filming this today, tomorrow's Veterans Day. So happy early Veterans Day to you. So
thank you. And today is the Marine Corps birthday.
Oh, wonderful. That's beautiful. So lots to celebrate, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Indeed. I know you're looking for a space in Kansas City. We're right on the state line of Missouri and Kansas. And your current restaurant at Mother Clucker is on the Missouri side. So you've been investigating some commercial spaces on the Kansas side of Kansas City. what's now post-pandemic? Well, it's not even post. We're still in the middle of it. But what's happening in your search for commercial restaurant space now that the stay-at-home order's lifted? We're in the middle of COVID. It's not going away. What's your search? What's that look like?
I found a spot, but the guy was astronomical, and the price that he wanted for it, he was acting like there wasn't a pandemic. And then on top of that, there was a clause written in the lease that stated that because the space used to be a Kentucky Fried Chicken, which I thought was awesome because it was already set up for frying chicken and everything, it'd be a perfect spot. Because it was a Kentucky Fried Chicken, there's a clause in the lease that stated that if your menu is over 60% fried chicken, you're not allowed to be in that space for 20 years.
What?
So, yeah, it was in one of the real estate clauses.
Oh, that's wild. It's like a non-compete, but
it's something I had never seen or heard of before. But if that guy was to come down on his price, I'm willing to try to find out who wrote that clause, what company wrote that clause, or what holding company has that, and see if they would throw it out.
Sounds like a misprint to me.
Yeah, I don't know. No, they knew what they were doing because it specifically stated the percentage of chicken. If your business is that percentage of chicken, or if your name is Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, or any of the other competitors, you're not allowed to be in that space.
Interesting. So as you're out looking for commercial restaurant space presently, and now we're post-election and all of that, so you're not really seeing any commercial restaurant spaces that are vacant coming down in price just yet?
Not just yet. And I'm just going to be patient. So your buddy told me to be patient. He said eventually there will be stuff available and it will be at the prices that you want it at.
Right. So probably worth the wait to see what happens.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit more about the Nashville Hot Chicken. We know, first of all, you're located is it in the Crossroads? Would you call it that? Or is it in the vicinity of the Crossroads? So for anyone who's interested in trying it, of course, go to mothercluckerofficial.com and find the location of your current restaurant in Kansas City, Missouri. Maybe you'll have wheels in motion when this airs, that you'll have another restaurant in Kansas, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping so. But again, we want to be mindful to be patient, of course.
Yeah.
And what else do you want to tell us about the beauty of Nashville Hot Chicken and, more importantly, Mother Clucker Official for anyone who might be considering a franchise, Derrick?
So it does really well. Pre-pandemic, it was killing it. We're even post-pandemic. Well, we're still in the pandemic, but now that people are going out and stuff a little bit more, we're still the busiest restaurant out of the 7 restaurants that are in the parlor, which is positive. And on a national scale, if this is to break out as a huge franchise, as like the next Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's will be able to do a lot more with it, such as like drive-throughs and whatnot, which if during the pandemic, if you saw Chick-fil-A's drive-through, it was insane. They're constantly busy. We would be able to keep up with the demand and everything. and it's just the brand itself is just a culture and a lifestyle. We have the same people eating our food 3 to 4 times a week, and it's a beautiful thing. Seeing how much the people love it. Also, when we were doing the home kits, I delivered to all sorts of different demographics, and that blew my mind too. That just everybody loves the food. So it's just an exciting thing that we have going on, and it's the simple fact that everything's already done for you, as far as all the groundwork and everything. Like you said, it would just be turnkey, plug and play. Whoever would be interested in the franchise would just have to have the starting capital for the startup and for their build out.
And they would need to find the space. They would need to have the space, the real estate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're saying for approximately $30K, and you're offering $5,000 discount to veterans who might want to start the franchise or one who might want to invest, right?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm, on some of those shows where the food magically appears, I'm kind of waiting for someone to walk in the door and like deliver a Nashville hot chicken plate for me. But that's not happening. So I'll just continue with my cold brew here. We only have a couple of minutes left, Derrick, but I've seen on your Instagram, I've only had the sandwich, but I've seen fries. I've seen pictures of what's your top 3 sellers, even maybe top 5 sellers at Mother Clucker?
Our comeback sandwich is our number 1
Comeback?
seller.
What's that mean?
It's just so good that you come back for another one later.
I love it.
And then our tenders are our second best seller. And then our fried pickles are our third best seller. And then our cluck fries, which is the fried chicken chopped up into little pieces on top of fries with slaw and pickles and ranch and our famous cluck sauce.
Oh, my word. That sounds so amazing. So please, we encourage, go ahead, Derrick, sorry.
Oh, and can't forget the milkshakes.
Tell us about the milkshakes. Didn't know you had milkshakes.
Yeah, so you gotta, after, if you get like the spicy heat level, we offer milkshakes as a cool down, and we do the milkshakes up really nice. They look super grammable, I guess the kids would say. They're pretty epic. Put tons of love into our milkshakes. We put icing around the rim, dust it with sprinkles, with cereal, put cereal in the milkshakes. They're stacked up super high.
I love all your unique products, the unique names. Again, I'm speaking with Derrick Foster, chef and owner of Mother Clucker Restaurant right here in the Kansas City Metro. He does have franchise available, so please go to mothercluckerofficial.com. If you're in the Kansas City Metro, head down to Parlor and check out all the amazing menu items there. And if you're considering a franchise, reach out to Derrick and follow Derrick on his Instagram page, Mother Clucker Official. Derrick, thank you so much for being here. I have to say hi to Kylie. I want everyone to know you love Nashville hot chicken so much that you named your second son Nash since opening the business. That's super cool. You have 2 beautiful sons, Christian and Nash. So, but say hello to Kylie, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me on your show.
You bet.